Let's raise our right palm. Let's honor the precious Creator. We request the full essence and the presence of Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Lady Gaia, and the Karmic Council. We request Mahathar Babaji, Master Buddha, Master Jesus, Master Kutumi, King Akanathan, and Sanas Kumara. We also invite and invoke the full essence and the presence of Lord Melchizedek and Lord Maitreya. We also invite each and every person's higher self to be here. Thank you all. Today's is more of an explanation about what is grace, and then later just a very short about the holy communion with God, a different perspective. And this is given to me this morning from the Creator. So please use it in your own way. It gives us a new understanding, a new perspective on an old subject of grace. Hello, dear brothers and sisters. This is Archangel Gabriel. We welcome all of you, family. Through your effort, you are collectively creating a new timeline for the beautiful Mother Earth. And with the vibration speeding up and the time speeding up, your collective thoughts will create a new reality. So we ask you, do not doubt yourself. Your light is important. It adds to the collective light of the earth and, of course, the cosmos itself. Today, we would like to bring a simple understanding of the term you call grace. Many believe that a grace is given by somebody else. And in the stories you read about people doing great penance or great suffering, then they are bestowed grace by a master or God or a deity or anybody. It was appropriate in that certain time period. But in the present time reality we are living, the grace takes on a different meaning. It has been said several times through many scriptures and many masters. It is said, God does not judge a human being, but human being judges themselves. Even the term you use, after death you are in heaven or hell, is a term you have coined for yourself by self-punishing yourself. So today we would like to tell you, law of grace is a grace you give to yourself. What does it mean to you in your daily life? We want you to close your eyes and do not be afraid and be very truthful. Now, if you were to remove all the judgments you have of yourself, you would be in a state of grace. So now I ask you, can you release or remove or disconnect at least one or two judgment you have about yourself? Not the positive judgment, positive thoughts you had about yourself, but suppose the negative judgment, negative thoughts you believe you deserve this, or you are going through this because of suffering or a punishment or anything, any other judgment you have of yourself. I am not good enough. I am not worthy enough. I am not anything. At least look at three things and remove it now. It could be anything. I am short, I am fat, I am ugly, I don't have hair, anything, any judgment you hold about yourself. So when you remove the judgment you hold about yourself, you are creating a space for grace within you. God sees you as perfect. Even the mistakes you think you have done and you deserve punishment, in God's term, they are simply forgotten, so they forgot and they took action, but which can always be corrected. So when you release the judgment, what do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel peaceful? Just imagine if you are able to release all the judgment we hold ourselves. You will create a space for grace. And since you do not carry the vibration of judgment within you, you would not attract any judgmental experience in your life. And you will slowly stop judging others. So work on releasing the judgments. Any judgment, it could be minor or major, in your own way, in your quiet time. What does grace mean to you? It means many things. Self-love, self-value, self-acceptance, and release of guilt. Regret is different. I had done something I regret. But when we carry guilt, the vibration of guilt is very strong and thick. It can be carried over many lifetimes. Now, we want you to close your eyes and keep your spinal column straight. And take a deep breath and say, I invoke the energy of grace of my soul now. I invoke the grace of my soul. And just stay in that space forever. We'll give you a sound for grace now, but first we would like you to stay in that space. I invoke the energy of grace of my soul. You will feel a sense of lightness and a peace. And like everything coming to a standstill and just gently, like you're being gentle. Can some of you feel this beautiful feeling? Now, we want you to do one thing. Now, close your eyes and focus on your heart area. And there is sound for grace. You bring your two hands and just the thumb is standing. You may touch the both end of the thumb on your sternum area. Or if you find difficult, you simply bring it in front of your sternum. Keep the spinal column straight and chant with me, Ahura Imata. It will take you very deep. If you feel uncomfortable with your hand, you can bring your hand down, but keep chanting. Ahura Imata. Minimum 9 times, but you can do more. In your own way, chant. Ahura Imata. Ahura Imata. A deep stillness can come. Some of you even just chanting one time, it will like boom, like yes. Ahura Imata. Can some of you feel the stillness? And immediately, like in a one, like maybe one or two chant, it'll take you. See, okay. Now, what is Ihra Imama? It brings tears to the eyes of Ray. Irimata means the God within me, your soul is God, is grace, is part of grace, is a part of the soul conscious. Ihara, Ahura, Ihara, Ahura, Imata. Ahura, Imat, Ahura, Imat. Now what you do not open the eyes. Your right hand, the thumb is open and the pinky finger is open. On the left hand, thumb and index finger is open. Now what you do is bring the right hand pinky finger and touch the left hand in index finger and the two thumbs touching each other. Bring it in front of your sternum area. Ahura Ima, Ahura Ima, Ahura Imanta. You want it to stay in that space for 1 full minute, chanting either loudly or silently. Ahura Imata, Ahura Ima, Ahura Ima. Some of you will feel like a flowing of light. 3 more seconds. Yeah. Okay, you can bring your hand down now. Keep your spinal column straight. Now, do not open the eyes, okay? Now, grace has many parts to it. Now, give intention. I give intention to open and experience the grace of my body and the elements within my body. Most of you immediately will feel a shift, a connection. Grace of my body and the element. I give intent to open and experience the grace of the living earth within me now. I give intent to open and experience the grace of the karmic board within me. I give intent to open and experience the grace of my personal angels and archangels. You will feel a distinction between each of them. I give intent to open and experience the grace of the cosmos and Lord Melchizedek. I give intent to open and experience the energy of the grace of the Master of Earth, Buddha. Take a deep breath. I give intent to open and experience the grace of Master Shiva. With Master Shiva, hold the energy of transformation of Kundalini, which is connected to one's DNA. Ahara Imata, Ahara Imata, Ahara Imata. Now your soul, as the consciousness of all this, the body, elements, earth, karmic board, angels, cosmos, Lord Melchizedek, and Shiva and Buddha. Now you are opening the grace part of that consciousness. Some of the energies you will feel much stronger connection, and sometimes there can be tears. We encourage you to first seek the grace of the human body, because we notice that many, I would say a large percentage of humanity at this time does not love or accept their body. When you don't accept one part of you, that means you are not accepting the grace which exists in that part, you see. So when you start connecting to the grace of the body, it simply means you start loving your body. Then you can choose to do any others. Slowly open your heart. Could you feel some connection with the different vibrations? Different. Okay, now what you would like to do is just close your eyes, everybody. After invoking these grace energies, you can ask that you are synchronizing with these energies with your bones. For example, the grace of angels, I am synchronizing with my bones. With your heart, bring this grace energy into the chakras from 1 to 12. And you can also activate the antennas on the head to receive the grace energy from the cosmos and Lord Melchizedek. Now take some deep breath. On the inner plane, there is a temple of grace. This temple is called the grace of Shekinah. Shekinah represents the feminine aspect of the creative force. Now take a deep breath. Simply ask that you wish to enter the temple of grace of Shekinah, and ask to sit in front of the grace flame. Take a deep breath and ask the encodements which are within your bone joints. This is the place of grace consciousness within your physical body. These encodements are activated now. Imagine, visualize you are sitting in front of a beautiful flame, a white flame or any color flame. It is a flame of grace. And now asking the encodements within your bone joints to be activated. Take a deep breath. Now this next exercise, we encourage you to do it when you wake up in the morning. You can then do it afternoon and evening. Now you want to close your eyes and say, I invoke the grace energy of my present live stream in its entirety. I invoke the grace energy of my present live stream in its entirety. You will be filled with the gratitude in your 10 minutes in the morning. We will do for 1 full minute. I invoke the grace energy of my present live stream in its entirety now. Yeah, let's do for 1 full. Now please repeat after me. Do not open the eyes. I am graceful. The world around me is graceful. The universe is graceful. And I exist in this grateful state. I am graceful. The world is graceful. The universe is graceful. And I exist in this grateful state. Take a deep breath. Know that every moment contains the energy of grace. Every organ contains the grace energy. Grace is another word for God. Take a deep breath. slowly open up. How do you all feel, family? Can you feel a difference within you? A more appreciation to life, a gratitude for life. What happened is we shift our focus from what we don't have, our problem, to a higher frequency. And that will start filtering into our present situations in our life. Since grace is the consciousness of God itself, the soul itself, there will be seeds of enlightenment, seeds of new beginnings. There is an appreciation in life. At that time, we are not focusing on all the challenges. We still have challenges, but there's a perspective shift, you see. Now, for the next part of the lecture, hello, we are the celestial white beings of light. We thank you for your active participation in invoking the energy of grace. If practiced every day, it can create truly wonder and miracles in life. Like the famous prayer, I am the resurrection and life, which can create a new momentum in your life. Same way, when you invoke the energy of grace, you will start living your life from a new perspective, a perspective of deep gratitude. And gratitude is a switch to connect with the universal energy itself of God. You would like to bring some small points about communion with God. What is holy communion with God? He will tell you it is a holy communion is a communion with oneself. It's a loving expression of yourself. When you are expressing a loving aspect with yourself, you are expressing, you are communing with the divinity within you. Commune with your divinity every day, your soul essence. We understand that many of you has certain exercises. Some of you do breathing, some of you do yoga, some of you do other exercises to bring you into a state of awareness. The key is whatever is making you to come to this place of awareness of a divinity, do it daily, consistently. It could be anything: dancing, praying, being in nature, breath work, mudras, anything. Take time daily, even for 20 minutes, to commune with yourself. Now, we ask you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and keep your spinal column straight. As you know, the Earth is part of this particular solar system, and there are solar angels working with humanity, and they specifically work with the nature kingdom on the Earth plane. Take a deep breath, and you can request this solar angel to feed you with the solar light daily. Solar is called solar light food. I call on the solar angel to feed me with the solar light food. And you can ask the solar angel to open the solar light panels within the pineal. I give intent to open the solar light panel within my. Now your spinal column is very important, as you are aware. It is called the ladder into oneself. Now become fully aware of your spinal column from your hip all the way to the pineal, and give intention that the light within this backbone of you is aligned to the light in the solar panel of the pineal. So the light in the backbone is fully aligned with the solar panel light in the pineal. You will feel like a centering, like a pillar of light. Allow this to happen. And there is a chant for pineal. So what align the pineal light with the backbone light. I will chant at this time, and this is to connect with the light in the pineal and to align with the light in the backbone fully, okay? Pana, E1, Pana, Pana, E1, Pana, He1, Pana, Or, Pana, Or. It means I open the lid within my pineal so the full light of the pineal can fully emerge. Just stay there one more time, okay? Pana, E1, Pana, He Ham Pana Or Pana Or. Now is the most important part. Inside the pineal, there is the holy essence. It is the pineal essence, also called pineal liquid. And see the lid of your pineal open and the light coming out, and the essence of the pineal liquid slowly coming out and pouring into your crown chakra. Now, this particular light of the pineal, this essence of light, this liquid light, it is called Ma Ishim. 9 times Ma Ishim, while visualizing that this liquid light from the pineal is slowly coming into the crown and pouring into the crown. Ma Ishim, 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 Ma Ishim. Bring your hands in a prayer position in front of your heart. And any holy sound you can chant. We will do the sound Om 3 times. It could be any holy sound. Om, Om. We would like you to stay there for some time. And Margaret, would you kindly bring a sound for grace? Okay, do not open the eyes, everybody.
Ma pa shi u ke pe ho, ma pa ya shi, ashiki na po e pe ho, ashi, 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 ashi ao pomo ke ho, Ushiki hau hate ho, undai shita eki ho, wahita shiku ete ho. Shakindahehu Uhikadahashikuhehu Uha 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 Una Uha Uhu Pashikina Uha Heuhua Uhu Ahishakadehu.
I want all of you to stay in that space for a moment. It's called Keter, the crown of light. Slowly come back. And do not open the eyes. Take a deep breath And now say final thing. I gave intention to open and experience the grace of this moment in my live stream now. The grace of, I give intent to experience the grace of this moment. Take some deep breath. Many of you will feel a stillness, a gentleness, a kindness within you. You're coming back to yourself. So when we have challenges, that moment also contains the higher frequencies, because there are so many realities in that moment. And one is the gift of grace in that. So I awaken the grace in that moment. I awaken the God within me. The grace is another word for God.